Hello, we're learning about pumpkins today.
We are learning about pumpkins and you're ready to go, aren't you? This is my grandson, Cooper. For those of you who don't know, my children, my babies are all big now, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're real big. Like how big? Like are they moms and daddies now?
No, not yet.
No.
They're still kids.
Yeah, are
They're
they still kids? Well, they're pretty big kids. They're pretty grown up. Too big to carve a pumpkin with me. But we used to carve pumpkins together every year, and we still have our harvest party, which is very fun. But now that they have some of their own children, they carve pumpkins with their kiddos. But Cooper's going to help me today. We're making a pumpkin movie because I wanted to teach Cooper some lessons about a pumpkin. Cooper, do you know what a pumpkin and you have in common? What do you think?
Two things.
Two things? Yeah.
I have bones and skin, and the pumpkin has a top orange part, and it got pumpkin poop.
It has pumpkin poop? Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. But you do have three things in common. Let me tell you what the first one is. We're going to talk about just the first one today. You see, the way that our brain works, and I'm going to give a mommy lesson real fast, Cooper. The way that our brain works is that we have something that's called schemas. Like if I told you, and don't think about the pumpkin, I'm going to use something different. If I told you to think about something that's orange and round, you might instantly have something that comes to mind like a pumpkin or an orange, just by those two descriptors. If I said it's orange and it's round and you peel it and it's really sweet, your brain's automatically filling in the blanks. What do you think that is, Cooper?
A banana.
A banana. It's orange and it's round and you can peel it and it's really sweet.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh my word, it's an orange. You know that. But
I don't know.
true to point, Cooper's being silly, but adults have a lot more schemas because we have a lot more life experiences. And the reason why we want to use object lessons, normal things that kids will see every day, is because every time they see that object, they will attach all the lessons that you teach them through the object lesson to that object. So every time they see a pumpkin, if you teach them lessons about life using a pumpkin, they'll be reminded of them all the way through their adulthood. It's like magic. Okay, so Cooper, the first thing that you and this pumpkin have in common is that you both get to choose what kind of face you wear.
I wear a happy face.
You wear a happy face?
Yes, so I want to make the pumpkin happy.
Oh my goodness, you are just a happy person. Do you know, okay, so if we could choose and there's different kinds of faces, what would one face be?
A happy face.
A happy face, that's one. And that's the one we're going to choose for our pumpkin. But what would another face be? What kind of face do you have sometimes?
I also feel silly sometimes.
Silly. Those are more happy ones. But the silly face is even more happy than happy. Do you ever feel sad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she takes something.
Oh.
I guess try and kick her down and get it back.
So let's look up in the camera and show me your sad face. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we didn't even have to practice that one. That is very good. You got a natural whiner, Brittany and Justin. Okay, that was very good. How about a grumpy, scary face? Yeah. Have you ever seen a pumpkin with a scary face? With a mean, scary face? Yeah. Yeah, you can make them mean and scary. But we get to choose. Very nice, Cooper. Okay, not quite so much. So, Cooper, do you get to choose which face you're going to wear during the day?
I always know.
You always know.
Sometimes I pick happy. Sometimes I pick mad.
Yeah.
Or mad or sad.
Sometimes. Yeah, like that. But we're going to choose to be happy. And we're going to put a happy face on our pumpkin. Okay? All right, so let's say goodbye because we're going to go make a happy face on this. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, it's me and Cooper, and we're back for lesson 2 of our pumpkin. So we drew our beautiful face on our pumpkin. Here's our pumpkin. You can't really see it. But then we realized we can't carve out a beautiful happy face until we get all the junk out of the inside of our pumpkin. What's in there, Cooper? Pumpkin poop! That's the pumpkin poop. It's full of pumpkin guts and pumpkin crud. Did you know, Cooper, that sometimes we grow bad attitudes inside of us? Sometimes we get icky things and icky thoughts, and it's important that we just scoop right in there and we get rid of the crud. We clear the crud. So that's what we're going to do with our pumpkin. Step 1 is choose joy. Can you say that?
Joy.
Yep, choose joy. What are we going to choose?
Joy.
Joy. We're going to put on a happy face. And the next step is we're going to clear out the crud so that we can wear a happy face.
And we can put some lights in there to make it a real jack-o'-lantern.
That's our next lesson, isn't it? Okay, are you ready? You got your spoon? Okay.
I don't want to.
Take your spoon.
No thanks. No.
You're going to get messy. It's messy. It's kind of slimy in there, isn't it? Yeah, clearing out the crud sometimes isn't so fun, but we got to. Okay, Cooper and I are going to clear out all this crud, and then you guys think about...
I don't want to.
You don't want to? We're going to clear out the crud, and then we're going to come back and talk more about the jack-o'-lantern. All right.
And we're going to put a lighting. We're going to put a light in there for our next lesson. Bye-bye.
You are a natural teacher. Good job, Cooper. Hi, it's me and Cooper, and we're back with our pumpkin, and we carved it, and we cleaned it all out. Let's show them, Cooper. Woo! So what was in there before?
Pumpkin poop.
Pumpkin poop. Pumpkin guts. Now, I want to show you something, because even though that was pretty slimy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty messy, pretty slimy, but sometimes our attitudes are pretty messy and slimy. So if you hear your mom and dad say, clean the crud, that means they're talking about the same kind of messy stuff that was inside of a pumpkin. But I want to show you, not everything that's messy and cruddy is bad. Because if you sift through it all, you can find seeds. These are pumpkin seeds, and I put olive oil on them and some seasonings. We're going to cook these up. But in life, even when you have some cruddy stuff that's going on or cruddy attitudes, if you stop and think about it, Cooper, sometimes, well, all the time, if you'll just stop and think, you'll be able to figure out why you're having such a bad attitude, why you're being grumpy. If you don't ask yourself, you might not know. And then there's another question. If you ask yourself why you're so angry, and you find out and you answer that you're sad because maybe Megan took your toy, and you're being mad about it, then what can you do?
Just tell Megan to give it back, and if she doesn't, then ask your parents.
And ask your parents, could you share with Megan?
Or could you take turns?
You could take turns, that's right. But if you just get mad and start yelling and have a grumpy face on you like the pumpkin, then you can never take care of the problem. So first you choose what? Choose joy.
Choose joy.
Joy. Put on what kind of a face?
A happy face.
A happy face. So what do you do with the crud?
You throw it away.
You throw it away. You clear the crud. All right, so what's next?
Get the light.
We get the light. Cooper, did you know that you are like a light? Little Cooper and all the joy and happiness that's inside of you. And what's inside of you and your children is just like a light. And you can share that with the whole world through a happy face. And especially, on seasons when it's a little bit tumultuous and there's a lot of people who are nervous and fearful, if you just smile, just smiling at somebody is a way of sharing your light with them. Is that right?
Yeah?
Yeah. So where do we put our light? Where does the light come from?
Me.
That comes from you. Do you want to put this inside our jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the pumpkin turns into a jack-o'-lantern. In our family nights, you can read about where the jack-o'-lantern came from. It's a myth. That's kind of fun. Okay, we're going to let's find a dark room. The darker, the better. And we're going to light our candle and show you our finished pumpkin. So can we tell everybody thanks for helping us?
Thanks for helping us.
Thanks for helping. Those are the 3 lessons you can learn from a pumpkin. Choose joy, clear the crud. What's the last one? Shine bright. Yeah, shine bright. I don't think I said that earlier. What's the third one? Shine bright. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Wonderful, Cooper.